tremendous thrill of victory and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Hello and welcome to the Squirtle Game of the Week. Tonight, great meeting between two superpowers here in Western Oklahoma. Lomega from Class B, the hosts, and Seiling, the visitors tonight from Class A. Girls game matching Class B's number 2 rated team, and really probably should be number 1. And the number 1 rated Class A Seiling Lady Wildcats.
A lot of storylines, Mark.
Yeah, a ton.
That start with the mess. So
the mess. First ever. This is my first ever time to be here at Lomega. What a cool venue this is, and the mess and the concession stand, something else. We'd think that just expecting maybe just like the same kind of Rico's nacho cheese that is served everywhere around the world, but no, homemade queso tonight on top of the hamburger and the tater tots is fantastic.
Well, I think we may have the national anthem, so we'll probably go to a commercial break for that and then come back after that. How about that?
Sounds good.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
Welcome back. Starting lineups being introduced right now. First for Seiling, who is really on a roll coming into this game. Adam, they are unbelievable this season. They're 18-1. They're only lost to Edmond North in the Mustang Tournament. Starting lineup tonight: Bracy Nyberg, Kendall Gore juniors, also Ariana Whetstone, a junior, Tegan Hamer, a sophomore, and Isabella Hammonds, a junior.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Llewellyn before the game. I mean, just the pressure they put on you, the style that they play, the depth that Coach Hamer brings. But they're shooting the ball really well right now, too, which, I mean, they always shoot it good, but he mentioned one of their previous games, they were 10 for 10 to start the game against Visay, and we saw them in the Squirtle Festival And they kind of started off slow in that game, and you and I look up, and they're up 25 on Hooker, and Hooker's a good team in 2A girls.
Very good team. And this Lomega team and Seiling team kind of mirror each other in certain ways. They're going to shoot a lot of three-pointers tonight. Probably like to press a little bit and get the tempo going. So it should be an interesting game. Starting tonight for Lomega, 21-1, rated 2 in Class B behind Hammond. Their only loss this season. Darcy Roberts, a senior. Abby Swart, a junior. The rest are seniors. Sydney Walker, Monza Rivera, and then Chloe Miller, seniors for Lomega. But this is a Lomega team that also has a lot of really good young players.
Yeah, they do, and it's going to be, those young players are going to have to step up. The junior, Abby Swart, is going to have to hit shots, and she's a kid that can, and then they're going to have to get everything they can out of Darcy Roberts, their best player offensively.
Walker jumps, and the tip goes to Lomega. And immediately a foul. A nice transition bucket, and the foul's going to go on Isabella Hammonds. You got to think that the Lady Raiders will benefit from playing here in this environment.
Yeah, and I know this is the first time you've ever been here before, Mark, but this is what it's like every time you come to a game here. I mean, you know, they fill the stadium, this gym every time.
One of 2 free throws, and Hammonds comes away with the rebound. Omega's going to play a zone. No dribbles yet for the Wildcats, just moving around, being patient. Nyberg cues up a 3. It's off, no good. Lady Raiders going to have to watch those second chance points here.
Yeah, every opportunity they can to get the possession back is going to be key. It's tough to rebound out of zone sometimes. You got to find people in your spots.
3 is good. Isabella Hammonds gives the Wildcats the early lead.
That's what makes Seiling so tough. All the players can hit open shots.
3 is off. The rebound comes down to Hamer. Hamer hit the big free throws to win the state championship last year against Hydro Eakley.
And Hamer's really, Mark, a player that has improved a ton this year. So storylines, what do you think it's like when you're the niece and your uncle's on the other side of the floor and you're playing against him?
I think that is probably a lot of holiday bragging rights.
And they are a very close family. Obviously, her brother is sitting on the bench with Kevin, so.
Nyberg misses, and there's another rebound for Seiling, and this one is going to be a foul on Walker inside.
When you play the way that Seiling plays, you really need a player like Whetstone. She's like the glue of this team, and you know she's kind of does all the dirty work for them, and she's a fantastic player. Very undervalued and underrated, in my opinion.
Rebound to Walker, just both free throws. Rim out. Lomega's got a quick 3-on-2. Little fall-away jumper is not there. And just like you said, the rebound comes away to Whetstone. Another turnover. That will be a foul on Hamer. She got her feet tangled up with Abby Swart. These two teams met last year, but really haven't played. It's a series that got started a year ago and thinks it's got a lot of legs to be a good one for a long period of time.
Yeah, and I love that they play. You know, a lot of times you see schools that are in different classes that they won't play each other, and you know, neither one of these teams are fearful of playing each other. I like it.
Great steal by Gore, going the other way, and has a shot
Good
blocked.
hustle.
Darcy Roberts getting back to deny the potential layup.
Coach Hamer was a little animated there. He thought there was a foul.
Another 3, no. And then a good job to grab the rebound by Roberts. Going coast to coast, little step through, no. And the ball is going to bounce back out to the Raiders. Rivera. And a foul. Good job drawing the foul with Roberts was able to use her body, I think, to draw the attention of the referees. Foul will go on Whetstone. And we'll have a quick timeout. We'll take them with it. We'll take it with them right here. 5:16 to go in the first. 3-1 favor of Seiling.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Couple free throws coming up. Darcy Roberts has a chance to tie the game. Got them both. This is a perfect time of the year to play this game, too.
Sure.
So we just had the seedings come out for all the different classes, and they've been out for a week for Class A and B. But I'll tell you what, some of the seedings that I saw, I'd be real hesitant to play a very difficult schedule. A lot of the teams from the Western Athletic Conference in Class 4A, I think probably have some things to say about where they're seated. There's a rebound and quick outlet pass from Roberts. And
good hustle by Gore.
Ball is on the floor. Everybody's after it. And we're going to have a tie-up.
Just a great hustle there by Gore. Yeah, I was talking to Brady before the game, and you were talking about playing people. You know, their football team had that great run to the state championship this year, so naturally you're going to lose games there. And he said he had a hard time, you know, getting people to play them early and then trying to reschedule people. And then they were going to play Washington, actually, this following Monday, and had it kind of lined up, and then it almost kind of went a little bit by the wayside. So,
right.
But, you know, it's one of those deals where when you're as good as he is, and their boys are really good too, we'll see that here next. Not a lot of people want to play you.
Great pass from Roberts inside to Walker, and the Lady Raiders have taken their, well, I guess, second lead of the game, led 1-0. And a lot of teams making up games from weather are playing virtually every day that they can this next week before we get into the postseason. And there's a turnover from the Wildcats. We'll have our first substitution of the game.
Now, Coach Hamer wants another time. He is not happy with his girls right now.
A lot of turnovers so far. A little bit atypical of what they might do.
And one of the things I was going to say early in this game, talking about keys for Lomega, was making sure they do take care of the ball. Their passes are all crisp, and really it's Seiling that's come out kind of sloppy, and Lomega's pressure has bothered them so far.
We got a little Toto rocking the house right now. This is awesome.
The DJ's been good. I'm not going to lie to you.
Love isn't always on time.
Got a great officiating crew. You mentioned that earlier. I may have to take a nap at halftime. I'm not going to lie to you after the mess.
I prepared by not eating very much earlier today.
I didn't do that.
Seiling coming out with some pressure.
Great job.
Walker has it taken away. Good job on the backside of the defense from Kirsten Briggs, sophomore. 3-ball Hamer, no. And Walker is there to grab the rebound with 3 Wildcats around her. Gore goes to the basket. She gets bumped. They're going to call it travel.
I'll tell you the one thing I've noticed too, Lomega's doing a good job of on the defensive end is they're running at shooters and causing just a slight disruption. And so, you know, just hit 1-3 so far for Seiling.
Well, there's another kind of uncharacteristic turnover by Seiling. They did a great job of denying the ball with the player guarding the inbound pass too. So we'll see if Lomega makes an adjustment to try to get someone open. 3-point shot. Swart, no. And we've got a foul. This one will be on Darcy Roberts. That's team foul number 2.
Yeah, Coach Llewellyn's hollering at her. They can't afford for her to come out of the game. She can't get cheap fouls like that.
Nyberg is able to get it across. Gore kicks it out. 3 ball is good.
And that's just another player and another weapon that Coach Hamer has. They're just overloading one side of the zone and making it difficult.
That press is really starting to give him some problems. Nyberg out the corner. 3 ball, count it. This team can score in a hurry.
And like you said, Mark, it all comes from their turnovers. That would be big. Job by Nyberg.
Great pass, just a little too much. The outstretched Hamer to get, but back-to-back threes. For Seiling, it put them on top 6. Rivera checks out. Coming into the game is Hadley Ott, a freshman. Several young players played well. That's just a real unforced turnover. And Nyberg cues up her first 3 of the game. It's good. 4 different players with 3-point shots.
Good pass.
For the Wildcats. Great ball movement for Lomega, and the 3 won't fall. Gore. Nice feed, and Seiling gets it back. Wow.
Good job.
And a foul called on Kinley Gore. Swart, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She got them both. She'll get a breather. Another freshman off the bench, Jenny Pennerin. Saw her earlier this season. She had a nice game at Okarche.
Yeah, you're right. So did Wheeler. I believe Wheeler was a freshman that played really well in that game, too.
Kate Myers up off the bench as sophomore. 5-point game. Seiling's heated up from the outside. That was great hustle off the bench from Myers, making her presence felt.
It's a lot of turnovers for Seiling so far. Very uncharacteristic.
Had a foul on Gracie Nyberg. A little aggressive. Inbounds pass, it's a 15 foul. They have turned the ball over, but they have forced a bunch, and they've made it really difficult on Lomega to handle the basketball across half court. Coach Llewellyn calls a timeout.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Welcome back, Lomega. Got the ball across half court. There's going to be a foul going for the ball, showing some good hustle by Ariana Whetstone. And she's picked up her second foul. Quickly will get Kirsten Biggs back up off the bench. And that's a tough second foul here in the first quarter for one of the key cogs for the Wildcats.
Yeah, hustle play. Oh, wow, that's deep.
Deep three, step back, no. The partition.
Roberts can hit shots like that. We saw her do that in our Squirtle Festival. And against Okarchi in the second half, shot the ball really well.
Gore in the lane, she's bumped. She'll go to the free throw line for two. Paige Wheeler picks up her first.
I noticed some area coaches that are off tonight. See Haley Mitchell sitting across from us, her and her husband. Jared Mitchell, they're sitting front row right across from him here.
Well, they're really good ball movement. Nyberg in the corner misses the three. Good rebound by Gore. But Lomega's able to come away with it, at least for now. But Seiling gets it back.
Looks like a hot potato. Good hustle.
We're going to call a kick ball on Seiling, which will give it to Lomega.
Yeah, Nyberg needs to be careful. She's already got one foul out there. She's about got her second swatting.
Roberts dribbled that in the wrong spot on the floor. Lomega is able to keep it, and it will go to, let's see, the two officials will get together.
I think it may
talk
have been
this over.
tipped.
Yeah. Lomega will keep it. Pinaran seems to be all over the place on defense, just really causing problems wherever she goes by her activity. Great hands and a steal for the Wildcats. Right at the buzzer. Oh my goodness, that looked good all the way from Kinley Gore off the back of the rim from 30 feet. We've played one here, 13-7. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the second quarter on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Second quarter about to get underway. Lomega has the basketball. Abby Swart brings it across up against man pressure. See what Darcy Roberts decides to do at the high post. Tough defense, good shot, a good call. I think to get her inside, use her size as an advantage. Just a little step through, and Walker comes away with a rebound. Swart. Let's see what we got. Traveling. Opportunity to get it back within a basket. And Lomega turns it over on the break.
Pressure is bothering Seiling more than, a little pull-up.
Great steal.
That's what you got to love about Coach Llewellyn is she shoots an air ball and he's like You're okay.
He's not. Everybody's got the green light.
Yeah.
That works. I do think, really, they might be able to take advantage of some shots inside.
I agree.
To kind of settle down everything. It's tough to work the 3 outside in. Seiling seems to have no problem with it whatsoever.
Goodness.
Another 3-point shot from Isabella Hammonds. She's got 6.
They just do such a great job, you know, kids knowing the role and playing the role. Good job there.
Walker misses the shot. Pressure defense from Whetstone. She did a good job of not getting her second foul. Hamer wide open off the back iron. Roberts did a good job of throwing the ball forward. And another foul. This one will go on Isabella Hammonds. That's her second. So some of the foul trouble starting to mount up a little bit.
And that's something to keep an eye on too, Mark. Here with 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lomega's going to be shooting free throws on every foul now.
Free throw's good. I think important also to convert on these 1-and-1 opportunities.
Got them both.
Both free throws are good for Kate Myers. Hamer gets it to Gore. Backs it out. Another 3. No. Rebound by Roberts. She got it to Swart. Swart with a nice move and scores. Swart looked off the defense and went right to the rim. It's now back to 3. Cut the lead in half from the end of the first.
It's interesting the way the pressure from Lomega is speeding shots up for Seiling, and they're kind of when they can get the ball in the half court and move it around, they're hitting threes, but it's kind of speeding them up.
Yeah, that's a good point here. They've done a good job also of really making it hard on Roberts to bring the ball up the floor. Trapped her, and really not a design press off of a miss. But that forces the jump ball, the possession arrows pointing the way of Seiling.
You don't want to leave her open.
That one just misses.
Good
hustle. Good fight for the basketball. Let's see what the call is going to be here. Jump ball, it will go to Lomega.
Whetstone was just like, I was just trying to pivot with it.
Whetstone is strong. You can tell. She got the better of that altercation, but I definitely don't think there was any malicious
think so either.
Thought there. Just fighting hard for the ball. I don't know that Lomega can live on the edge of trying to break the press and a travel. Darcy Roberts. You really have to like both for this Seiling team. Got a great rotation of both guards and forwards that they can alternate, at least 2 or 3 that can kind of interchange and play the same positions. Space the floor well. Nyberg working off a screen, going inside. Good defense by Walker not to foul, and we'll have a foul, just not on the shot.
Well, and that's Nyberg's game, too, is getting to the rack. That's one thing that she hasn't been able to do yet. They've been settling for a lot of outside shots.
Anna Lawson picks up the foul. 3-point shot is short, and here comes a 2-on-1. Swart goes right to the rim, scores.
Nice.
Swart gets Lomega back within 1.
Good take by Gore, man.
Seiling's going to come up with the rebound. Gore got right to the rim, and that's going to be traveling. She shuffled her feet, and she got set up to take the shot, so it's another turnover for Seiling. Good inbounds pass.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of leading Roberts. It's good defense by Nyberg there. I'm kind of with you, Mark. You almost want to get the ball out of Darcy's hands and try to run something for her on the block.
Oh, my goodness. I thought that was going to splash, but it hit right in the wrong spot. But Seiling's going to keep it. It's their possession arrow.
Brady can jump up there and get it.
Yeah.
Told John Ott over there. John was a heck of a high school official before he decided to hang it up and watch his kids play.
There we go. We retrieve the ball.
Pass.
That was a great pass.
Might be the first time he ever made a pass in this gym.
Over
Kevin.
the audience.
You ever watch Kevin play in high school? He wasn't passing it a lot. Not gonna lie to you.
That's going to be traveling. Too many steps. It was a good thought, good ball movement from Seiling, but pass was a little off. I'll tell you one thing. It definitely is. They're making Roberts work.
Yes, they are.
She's going to be tired in the second half, or no, but she is exhausting a lot of effort trying to break this press.
Yeah, and it's the right call for Coach Llewellyn because I think she's big enough to see over those guards. But you're right, they're kind of taking her out of the offensive end of the floor.
Good bounce pass, but even better steal.
I'm telling you, Seiling, this is the most I've seen them turn the ball over in a long time. Good denial.
That's going to go out of bounds off Swart. They hit the back of her foot. .324 to go, 16-15, 1 point game. Nyberg.
Good look.
Has it taken away.
I've been really impressed with Roberts on the defensive end. She's gotten her hands on all sorts of stuff. She's blocking out really well.
She's playing back there on the baseline, and she really has done a great job.
Good look.
Wide open. Count it.
Big shot.
Chloe Miller gives Lomega the lead. Outscored Seiling 11-3 in this quarter. Nyberg gets to the rim, and she's called for traveling. There was contact inside. Nyberg stepped away from it, and she was called for the walk.
Yeah, and it may not have been a travel. And see Nyberg getting a little frustrated. I'm telling you, that's not fun being the person that has to bring the ball up the floor against Nyberg and Gore.
Yeah, it is. For either team, it's been tough. There's a steal.
Good look.
Gore right to Nyberg. Looks like those girls have done that before.
Yeah. They throw those passes in their sleep to each other.
This game is wide open. Swartz had a big first half. That three's off.
Walker
inside with the rebound. Falls away. I think a good no call. And here comes Seiling going the other way. Right to the rim. No. Rebound. Yes. Up and good from Ariana Whetstone.
And if you're Lomega, you got to be careful because Seiling has scored in waves in this game. They've really struggled to be consistent scoring, but it seems like it's come in bunches.
Roberts to Miller. Miller tried to get it back door to Swart, but it'll go out of bounds off of Seiling.
And Seiling makes you make so many mistakes on the offensive end of the floor because they've got their hand up and they've got the hand in the passing lane all the time. It just makes it hard.
1:42 to go.
Roberts will shoot
deep
it from
three.
there.
Got it. Wow. You call it. That just barely cleared the.
I'm telling you, she can shoot the ball.
If that was any deeper, we needed a higher roof. Great press breaker and bucket. Nice pass, and the finish by Kirsten Briggs.
I think one of the ways you can identify if you're in a friendly confines of a basketball gym is if they have actual true tiles in the ceiling. That's a great take.
And a foul. It will go on Hamer, and that's number 2. Seiling starters are in the borderline of some foul difficulty here. 3 with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and the one thing you're going to see, Mark, that's a great point to bring up is they like to get their hands up. They like to kind of just nudge you a little bit, and that you may see some of that go away and make that passing and make shots on the offensive end easier for Lomega.
This free throw. Good opportunity to score while you're not guarded at the free throw line against this team. And some wholesale substitutions coming in, some of the youngsters.
Both of those just a little long.
Not sure what was being said there between Gore and Roberts. 3 is good.
Golly, that's her third 3, isn't it?
Yes. Hammonds has 9. She leads all scorers in the game. I think important with the youngsters on the floor here to try to stay in touch. Down by 4. Anything 4 or less, I think, would be a victory. Have to consider that for Coach Llewellyn. Nice drive to the basket, no good. Great hustle inside and draws a foul. Anna Lawson, the freshman. Another one of those active freshmen inside.
And that's 2 for Nyberg now, too. So you've got all 3 of the guards with 2 fouls. God. Omega's missed a lot of free throws here. They've left a lot of points on the board in this game. And you look up down 4, that could be the difference in this game, not converting at the free throw line.
Brady Hamer is really animated talking to the referees. They're kind of smiling and talking back to him a little bit, but I think he's probably a little more serious about these conversations than the referees are at this point. Anna Lawson gets the foul.
For as full as this gym is and how big the crowd is, it's not very loud in here.
I think it's getting out there on the floor where it's going to be a little more competitive. I think in the second half we'll see there's players talking to each other.
Ooh. Watch for them to come ball screen for Nyberg here up top, or just let her go and distribute. She came too early. Usually come about 8.
There you go. Good job of playing off the screen. Good defense. Nyberg's going to get a shot. It doesn't go, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. It's been a good one. Seiling leads by 4. Could go either way. We'll take a break here for halftime and come back with the second half of the first of our 2 games tonight here from Lomega. 25-21 in favor of Seiling.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? options. They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Lomega, 25-21 in favor of Seiling. Recap the scoring from the first half. Isabella Hammonds hit 3 threes for the Wildcats. She's got 9, 5 for Bracy Nyberg, 5 for Kirsten Briggs off the bench, 4 for Kinley Gore, and 2 for Ariana Whetstone. For Lomega, they were led by Darcy Roberts and Abby Swart. Each had 7. 3 points for Chloe Miller, 2 for Sydney Walker, and 2 for Kate Myers off the bench. The only 2 bench points they have. Seiling will inbounds, leading by 4.
It's getting us some passwords for Wi-Fi.
Oh, sweet. A little internet every once in a while. 3-point shot from Nyberg is good.
And that's a big start for Seiling for the half, and then obviously for Bracy's confidence. That looked like a travel there.
It did. Swart will try to answer on the other end. No. And the rebound goes to the Cats. And they're going to run. Nyberg in control.
Good look.
Hamer. Didn't get it in the shooting pocket, so.
That's going up.
Nyberg resets the offense. Nice running jumper in the lane. Count it for Ariana Whetstone.
Well, you can see them being so much more aggressive, attacking the basket here in the second half.
Swart is left open. Walker can't get the rebound, and Whetstone pulls it down, and we're going the other way. Nyberg quickly.
Lomega needs to be careful here. This thing could get away from him quick.
3-point shot, no. Roberts might have a 3-on-2, but Nyberg pokes it away from behind. Roberts gets it back. She's trapped in the corner, and a jump ball forced by Tegan Hamer.
That's Shane Wagner up there from Team Oklahoma eating some popcorn in the doorway. I think that's who that is, isn't it?
Could be.
Got all sorts of people here watching tonight. Oh, that's a travel, too. They're getting.
Nyberg throws it ahead to Gore. She's going to lay it up, and good.
It's amazing. You talked about it earlier on, Mark, how Gore and Nyberg, how they see each other. Like, Bracy had her head completely turned to her and knew where she was going to be.
I think good instincts for both of them to get into transition. Once there's a steal, one of them's headed towards the basket. And that's going to be a foul called on the bump. Monse Rivera picks it up. It's her first.
And you look up, just like that, it's an 11-point lead.
It's a 7-0 run here to start the second half. And the Lady Wildcats have knocked down the open shots, and the Lady Raiders have it. Great ball movement. Gore cues it up. No. The rebound comes down to Miller.
Good
Great
job.
steal on anticipation. Going the other way. And the layup is good. Kirsten Biggs off the bench, the sophomore, has been a force in the game tonight. Roberts tries to get it inside, and another steal. Out of bounds. Will stay with Seiling, and a timeout for Kevin Llewellyn. He's seen his team go down 9-0 here in the second half. Quick outburst, and Seiling really has come out of the locker room playing well.
Well, it's just what we talked about. You got to be careful with them, and they score in waves. And really, that first half, they just were completely out of sorts in the first half, other than every once in a while hitting an open outside shot. But they're in the half court. They were not very good as far as attacking the basket and getting open looks. And so far, this first half or the first part of the second half, they have done that.
Just kind of eliminating the turnovers for sure is a big deal.
And they've just cranked the knob on that pressure up a little bit too defensively, which has led to a lot of easy baskets also.
A 13-point lead and the ball. Nyberg being guarded by Roberts. Good hands. And the Lady Raiders come away with it. Got to be careful around that half-court line. Walker posted up inside. Turnaround, no.
Good
Swart
job
with
by
the
Swart.
rebound. Saves it to Walker. Walker scores. Ends the 9-0 run.
Coach Hamer's just begging for a travel. That's all he wants right now.
If they call one on him, he might lose it because there have been several questionable skips and shuffles.
Good job by Roberts.
Roberts able to get to it, not able to save it. Good hustle.
I've been finally got some service. I've been getting a lot of text messages, Mark. We have some people out there watching.
Good deal. Thanks for tuning in on Saturday night. Foul's going to go on Walker, and it's going to be 2 free throws.
So you're talking about the playoff draws earlier on. Seiling obviously stays home out their direction. The other ranked team, I believe, in their area is Garber, who a lot of people probably don't know, but Garber's best player is actually hurt. And then I believe Frontier is also another team that's kind of flirted with the rankings. They've had a couple of their better players that aren't going to be able to play the rest of the year too. So as if though we didn't think that Seiling had the upper hand in that area, I think they've really got it now.
Yeah, and that area really is kind of spread across the state, all the way across to the east side of the state. 10 seconds is called, and that's another turnover. It's the first 10-second call we've seen tonight.
Well, I think Coach Llewellyn's not happy with Swart, that she needs to be the second person that comes back and helps.
Nyberg's directing some traffic. Wide open 3 for Hamer. Got it. Hamer is now the 5th starter to score. And 2-on-3 is not a very good odds of getting it across the half court, but they do.
Good job.
Raiders break the press and get it inside to Walker. She misses the layup. And that's just kind of the way that things have gone in the second half so far for the Lady Raiders.
They make you do everything so quick.
Wide open 3 for Nyberg.
And you look up and it's almost a 20-point game now, and it does not seem like that. Good take.
You could see just a dejected look on Darcy Roberts' face. Gore's going to go right to the basket, and Swart is called for the foul. It's her first, but it'll be 2 more free throws coming up for Seiling. What a third quarter they've had.
You know, and if you're Roberts there too, and you get by, you'd like to see your jump stop and bump it off the glass. She tried to scoop it left-handed. That's a hard shot.
The pressure can be seen around the rim. You know what I mean? Is that even though the pressure in the backcourt, you got some open looks, but they feel so rushed that they're not taking their time on shots right around the rim that are wide open.
Yeah, we've seen them miss 2 bumps basically. Post player missed one, and then Roberts misses one. Good hustle by Nyberg.
Lady Cats are just rolling with confidence right now.
And she's up to 13 points already now.
And a turnover. That was Pennerin that stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
That's going up.
Wow. You got to be kidding me. Nyberg averaged about 18 a game last year, 19 a game.
She's got 16 right now, and she struggled in the first half. But like you said, it doesn't take long. Once they get going.
Seiling crowd wanting the elbow. This goes up to Gore, misses it. Nyberg is there, and she'll draw the foul. Wow, this third quarter has just been something else.
Well, Lomega's going to have somebody come up and help Roberts because she's getting trapped, and there's no one behind for her to throw back to. That trap is shutting off every pass. She needs a little bit of help.
Seiling team had Riverside, very highly ranked Class A girls squad in their tournament. Won that game earlier this year by 30.
Yeah, there were a lot of people looking forward to that matchup. I was following it on Squirtle. It was about a 5 or 6 point game first half, and I looked up and they were up 30, about like this game.
The shot was blocked. The foul will be called on Whetstone. Looked like a pretty clean block to me.
It did, and Brady was telling her to keep her mouth shut. Did you see him? Brady said, let me do the talking. Have you been in a gym with so many state championship banners? I mean, what do you got? Carl Albert girls, right? Aren't they up there?
They would be up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a. No, I answer that question. No, I think so.
And it's not like, you go to a lot of gyms and they got banners and they're like district champion. Like these are state runner-up or state semifinal, state champion banners.
Right.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Inside to Whetstone, getting some revenge on that foul call. Oh, another steal. Gore goes right to the basket. This is just becoming a bloodletting right now.
And what's the third quarter break as far as scoring? It's a lot to a little. I know
Lomega's
that.
got 3 and 27 for Seiling.
Goodness. Look at that block out by Nyberg.
That was a great block last night in the Kingfisher Weatherford game. What a crowd.
Oh, it was, yeah. I tuned into it
Great
late.
coverage by the Kingfisher TV people.
Yep. Yeah, I think Swish said he was going to come to the game tonight, but I haven't seen him yet. I know he had his kiddo was playing sports this afternoon, so. It's been a while since they've lost at home, right?
80 games.
Golly.
That's a streak. Something else. 3 was going to have to go in off glass. Rebound coming the other way for Rivera. Gets into the lane, throws one up. No. Rebound to Seiling.
It's a tough shot there.
We were talking with both coaches last Saturday at the Squirtle Festival, and no matter what the outcome of this game is tonight, both were saying, hey, look, we want some competitive games to be able to get our starters to play and get some work in, because there will be some competitive games coming up. Caddo is a very talented team in the Class A girls division.
Yeah, and like you said, for Kevin on Lomega's side, he's in the same boat. I mean,
right.
I know that they had to play 4 quarters against Garber girls the other night, but that game got out of hand late too. ball movement is so good. Nyberg shot that quick.
She's too open.
Yeah, she was. You just put so much pressure on your defense because they all can shoot it so well.
Nice move. Nice move by Kinley Gore.
It was a great job by Gore, getting into Roberts.
Gore spinning into the lane again. And good hustle. Ball's taken away.
Lawson, just a freshman. She's got a chance to be a good player.
Lawson draws the foul.
She's watching those Seiling girls fired up there, so she's like, I'm going to fire it up.
Third personal foul on the Hammonds. Lawson to the line, shooting 2.
I think I see Seiling has their student-run broadcast across the way. They do a fantastic job. If you're ever in the Seiling area, want to tune into any of their broadcasts, I believe they do their own broadcast, but it's Seiling Wildcats TV is what it is. Always do a fantastic job. So if you're Kevin's mom, do you sit on one side for one half and then on the other side for the other, or is the granddaughter trump the scenario? How does that work?
I think you're just going to be happy no matter what. You know that, right? If you kind of feel bad, but you know that the outcome is going to be good for someone. So I think that's a good thing to have. Out of bounds to Seiling.
One thing you always see too that is an interesting dynamic on Seiling's bench is Brady's wife is sitting next to him, and then the daughter plays. So that's an interesting dynamic you don't see a lot also. Good look.
Gore wide open, got it. What a third quarter for Seiling. It shows what kind of squad that they've got. As good as any girls team in the state of Oklahoma, perhaps. Seiling by 33 after 3.
What was that third quarter breakdown?
32-3.
Goodness gracious. Well, we'll take a break and ponder on that 29-point increase of their lead and be back shortly on Squirtle.tv.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Well, we're getting some. I finally got a little bit of service, and we're getting some solid texts.
Good,
so
good.
And I'll tell you what, everybody wonders about football coaches. They're watching though. We got Chris Kayott, OBA's head coach. He's watching from his living room, and Coach Bernard, who has some family members in this one. Golly, they hit another 3. He said, I'd like to play for these two coaches because once you cross the half court, you just let it fly. So Bernard would let it fly.
He could shoot. I don't know that I would have the same kind of green light, but he could fire it in.
Yeah. Him and Kevin would have a competition. You wouldn't have enough balls for him in this gym.
Swart knocks it out of bounds.
We talked about how quiet Nyberg was in that first half, and she's got 21 points now.
And she really started that run with the 3 right off the beginning. We're going to leave Gore open again. And Swart comes away with a rebound. I think Coach Llewellyn just can kind of challenge his team maybe to try to first point of the game. Gore wide open. Got it. No seniors in the starting lineup for Seiling as well.
No, it's just good look.
Really good look. And we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow will point to Lomega. Sydney Walker checks in.
I'm going to let everybody know that's out there watching. It's going to be a miracle if we stay online the whole time during this game, because we're using a Wi-Fi that's, I don't know where it's bouncing the tower from, but there's not one close, I can tell you that.
We've been there. I think we've been there most of the night.
have.
Last night the gym was crowded. It was really crowded around us. And so it seemed like the signal was going in and out at times.
It was. We didn't have the wireless, and people were stepping on the cable. So that when they would step on the cable, it would make it go black every once in a while. So I think Kerr was telling me that on the dunk, if you went back and watched, you could see the kid go up, and then you missed the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Terry McMorris. That was a hammer. Unbelievable dunk last night. And Seiling's gone with some substitutes here with 6:09 to go.
Just a freshman, Nichols. She looks like she's going to be a player for Seiling.
Deep three, Walker, no. And the rebound comes down to Nichols. Nyberg still in the game. Only starter left in.
She's wanting some more points.
Turnover. Wilson is in off the bench. Whetstone still in as a starter. Allie Hedges, a junior, also in. Walker catches it on the block, has her shot blocked by Nyberg. She's going to get her fourth foul. Walker did a good job of going straight up.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was going to say she did about everything that you're kind of supposed to do the right way, other than leave her feet.
Mm-hmm.
She was straight up vertically, but she left her feet, so that's probably why they called the foul, I'm guessing.
After being at Douglas last night, I have seen most of the contenders in 4A. Still haven't seen Newcastle yet, and they've got some really tough games, Newcastle does, here coming down the stretch. They will play Weatherford, I believe maybe tonight they play at Weatherford.
Oh, wow, what a game that'll be.
I got to tell you, Douglas is, to me, the team to beat.
Yeah. Well, you had said that early in the year when we were talking about just with the move-ins that they got. And they had a good squad coming back last year. They were a game away from making the state tournament last year. I believe Weatherford knocked them out over in Enid, right?
They did.
And so had the pieces back, and I knew they returned a lot of those kids. You add a player like McMorris to that, and makes you instantly a contender, right?
McMorris is a senior, but they have a really good group of sophomores with Williams, Scott, and Ballard. And I would say that Ballard, the point guard, who really made one of the bigger plays in the game last night getting to the basket, is going to be tough for people to guard.
You know, Kingfisher had some bad luck. I believe last week they lost the Mecklenburg kid to a knee injury, so he will not be there for them the rest of the season.
Been really impressed with Ridenauer, who's been good all year. And Kingfisher is so solid, they will not turn the ball over on offense and play such great defense. But I'll tell you this, last night, Jaden Nickens making shot after shot after shot in the fourth quarter against a defense as good as Kingfisher's tells you what kind of player he is.
He ended up with around, 24, I think is what he finished with, wasn't it, right?
And he hit the big shots when it mattered in the fourth quarter. Normally, really don't even care how good the team is that's come into play at Kingfisher. Not going to get baskets in the fourth quarter against that defense.
Nickens is a kid, too, that you look at him, and he's got all these Division I football offers also. I saw OU offered him about a month ago, right?
Yes. And I don't know what he's going to choose to do, but he's young. He's a sophomore. But for his size, he's extremely skilled. Really can shoot outside, inside.
So I got to ask you these last 4 minutes, who do you like, and I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but who you like in most of the classes for girls? And then when we do the boys game, I'll put you on the spot for that one.
Okay, that sounds good. I would say that I really like these two teams, obviously, in Class A and Class B. I'll tell you a team that was in the cash-in tournament that we saw, Varnum.
Yeah.
Really athletic.
They are.
And they can all shoot the three.
Yep.
So I think that they could be a tough matchup because they've got some size.
And Pittsburgh is going to be there, right?
Yeah.
And Hammond.
Pittsburgh and Hammond. Pittsburgh has Caitlin Roberts back that was, I think, the MVP of the state tournament last year that's headed to OBU.
Yeah, she's
to
going to
help
play
knock
for
off this Lomega team. So I think that, to me, of course, in Class A, I think you probably think it's two teams between Seiling and Caddo. In Class B, I think Lomega's got maybe some more challengers. Miss three. Seiling's still proficient at running the break. And a foul is drawn by Isabella Hammonds. She hasn't scored since the first quarter, but she did a good job knocking in some threes there. 2A girls. Dale is going to be pretty tough.
Pretty good. I would say Dale, yes.
Preston, who beat Dale earlier in the season.
Yep. You got to like them. I know there's some team. I know there's some teams over East in 2A that Cola had that run, and I know they graduated a lot. I think Warner's not a bad team over that way.
Alyssa Parker at Pecola, sophomore, one of the state's best athletes, regardless of class. Class 3A, I think, will be a good class. You've got two-time defending champ Jones in there.
Lincoln Christian, right? Are they 3A?
They're 4A.
Okay,
they
my
moved
bad.
up. Kiefer in Class 3A.
We saw them at the TOC. I like them. I like that team.
They've got a good squad.
Well, I know my 4A pick when you get to them.
Bethel in Class 3A is pretty good. And Jones went through some more challenging games. Another 3 for that's Hammonds, 13 for Hammonds. More substitutes coming into the game for Seiling. Okay, your pick for 4A?
Lincoln Christian.
All right.
I already said it in the wrong class.
They're really good, but they have got some competition.
Yeah,
you got Weatherford, you got
Tuttle.
Yeah. You've got Bethany.
I just had to say them since I already said them, right?
And you've got Bethany. That class is loaded with good teams.
That'll be a fun state tournament. And boys, my goodness, 4A boys 4A might be the best class in the state,
4A
right?
boys, yeah. You could have a final in the first round. Paige Wheeler hits the 3. 5A girls, I got Sepulpa. Carl Albert.
Yep, we saw Sepulpa at the TOC.
Probably favor Carl Albert a little bit there. And then I did see the split in the 6A girls was kind of interesting. Edmond North hasn't been beaten. Edmond Memorial has had some injury issues at times this year.
Bixby
will be good. They're not seated very high on the east side of the state. I think Norman got sent over there, is seated a little bit higher than they are. Putnam West girls are very athletic and young and are good.
I can't believe it's here. It's crazy.
Yeah, playoffs are right around the corner. Get started next weekend.
So we have 2 more years in the big house, is that right? Before the new arena's built?
I don't know if I understand exactly how that's going to work.
Okay.
If they're going to play in the big house and yet still be able to play in the new place as they build that,
I think
a good
that's
question.
what Coach Glover had said at one point in time.
I think this might be the last one.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't let me talk you into something.
So what what are your thoughts on? So I'm a big house guy.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of people that are like, "Why we've got all these places we could play. Why don't we play there?" But even a lot of the coaches that have coached in bigger school that end up coaching in smaller school and get a coach in the big house, they'll tell you there's something about it. Kind of the atmosphere and everything surrounding it.
I'm 100% big house.
Okay.
I think that, to me, what makes it so special is the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because you have the fans and the students that are able to sit on the floor. And, sometimes they don't have the best of things to say, but other times they really make the game interesting. And even behind that, the seats aren't too far away, and the building is a perfect size.
I agree.
You're going to have, if you put that in the Paycom Center or you put that at Lloyd Noble or someplace,
look right. Yeah.
You don't have the crowd to fill out the building and bring the intensity. I think they've done a great job playing the football games at UCO.
Oh, what a great decision.
Fill that stadium up, and it looks good, and there's an atmosphere in there. And I think the atmosphere in the big house is great. I also love the spreading it out throughout the week. Get some games in.
I agree.
On Monday, Tuesday.
Give teams more opportunities to play there.
Mm-hmm. But I think you also give fans more opportunities to see the games. You don't have to spread out all over the place, and just kind of creates a great environment.
Oh, goodness.
What a performance tonight by Seiling. I mean, I think that they've played well in the last couple of weeks. Kevin Llewellyn was telling us how well they shot the ball.
What do you think that conversation at halftime was like with Coach Hamer and his girls? Because obviously whatever it was worked.
I think probably just told them, hey, look, we got to settle down some. We're doing a good job on defense, but that's kind of messing with us a little bit in our tempo. Kate Myers has had a really good game off the bench for Lomega. Myers and Wheeler each have 7 as substitutes.
See past coach Brian Hamer sitting across the way, Brady's dad. You see them a lot at sporting events. Saw them last night at the Fairview Chisholm game. That guy could coach little hoops.
It's a nice win.
Yeah, it was. Fairview boys. Fairview girls won again, too. They beat Cashion girls the other night and beat Chisholm the other night.
They sent the Blackwell Maroons to Chisholm.
Did they? For districts, right?
That's correct. They like to do that. I think they sent us there my senior year. They took that score off the scoreboard pretty quick. 69-41 is the final. Great. I'll tell you what. I think Lomega, don't know if they're better off for playing this game tonight. We're better off for having to see it. I think is that great crowd, great atmosphere, and a big challenge for them. So I think Coach Llewellyn will have a chance to build his team's confidence back up as they get to the state tournament. Here's what we have tonight for Seiling. Again, it was a 32-3 run in the third quarter that was about as impressive basketball as I've seen all season long. It was 21 points from Bracy Nyberg to lead the way, 17 for Kinley Gore, 13 for Isabella Hammonds, who got the Wildcats off to a hot start with a three-point shooting, 8 for Ariana Whetstone, 7 for Kirsten Briggs, and 3 for Tegan Hamer. Rounds out to 69 for Lomega. No one reached double figures in the game. Sydney Walker had 8 points. Swart, Wheeler, and Myers all had 7. Darcy Roberts also with 7, and she was really held in check. It wore her out trying to handle the pressure of the full court press. 3 for Chloe Miller, 1 for Jenny Pennerin, and 1 for Samantha Rivera. Final 69-41. Seiling is now 19-1. Lomega is 21-2. Final thoughts?
I'm with you. I think that I really think this game was a win-win both ways. Obviously, if you're Lomega, you're upset with how the game ended, but you played extremely competitive in the first half, and I thought you did a lot of things that you'd like to see and you're going to need to do to have a chance to win a gold ball this year. And then if you're Seiling, I mean, wow, the third quarter, it's just they do what they do, right? I mean, they just are relentless, and eventually things start going their way and shots start falling, and they just make it so hard on their opponents.
Lomega did come back and outscore Seiling 17-12 in the fourth quarter, maybe to have something to build on as they go into district play next week. When we come back, be the Lomega boys on their home floor trying to break a 3-game losing streak. 15-8 on the season. Seiling 17-1. We will return with the boys game right after this.